Well, all right. Welcome into the table. We are about to start our second live stream in a row. We did one yesterday, and this is the collage we came up with. It's fun. This girl, somebody said, I think it was Collage, said, she's ornery. She is. I did put that little cord there. It's not really a cord. It's kind of temporary is how I'm thinking about it, because Lexi had an idea of putting that there to like have it plugging in. And I like that idea. I think it makes a lot of sense. And you know what also would look cool, and I think I could find some in some of my vintage magazines, is some antennas. Some antennas poking up and then put some tinfoil on top of them antennas. The antenna. You know what I mean. We're going to put one of those maybe. Could be fun. But so this is what we made last time. So it's pretty interesting, pretty fun, pretty cool. It's a collage. It's a collage. It's a collage. We're going to collage today as well. It's going to be different. This one's a little more fun. This other one's going to be a little fashiony. I figure I switch it up for one day because I didn't have a whole lot of ideas. I just had that one laying there from my shoe one. So if you watched yesterday's, then you saw my lady with a shoe on her head. I'm not sure if you noticed that she has a shoe for a head, but if you look at it closely, you'll notice that. And I had another like one that was kind of going with it when I was going to make that one, but I have not thought it through at all. So I don't know how many options there's going to be. We'll just have to see what happens. And it's kind of one of those things. It's like, I don't really think it through. It's just sitting there. We'll see. First, we're going to try to maybe put her in a little frame. And then we're going to go through a magazine. This is kind of going to be my little strategy to, what do you call it? It's going to be like, not format, it's going to be like structure. I'm building like a structure to my stream. So we kind of go through these things, and we'll vary because it's me and all. We'll vary from those structures, but I think we're going to try to keep it structured. So what we're going to do is put her in a frame. Usually we'll look at a past collage or something just to warm it up while we get everything figured out, get all the bugs worked out. Then we'll look at a magazine, one of my new magazines. I actually have a special thing to share with you about magazines when we get to that portion of the live stream. And then we'll get into doing some collaging. So if you want to, help with the collage, then you can jump into the chat and do that. I put the pinned comment, welcome to the stream, and then, the tip link. So I just found out from Lexi doing that yesterday. Can it still happen? Can I make it go off again? Let's see. Will it do it? Yes, it did it. I don't know if you're hearing that little bling sound on your end, but I can hear it. That's what'll happen. That's what happens if anyone subscribes. They'll say subscriber or follower, depending on what platform you're on. And that's our barcode thing. So it's pretty cool that happened because I got to see something. Now, that was a little thing between me and Lexi, and she's the first donator I ever used that donate link. I'm going to put that link every time now, because what I figured out now, she really helped me out with that one, because now I can see. I can be monetized. I'm monetized right now. I'm monetized by y'all. I don't have to wait for them to give me ad revenue or anything like that. If people want to support the stream, I actually get it. It goes directly to my PayPal. And they only took like $1.89 or something like that. We could say $2. Out of her tipping me $40, they only took $2. That was that's a pretty good ratio. If any of the other ones, go through, it's kind of, they're not going to be as good as that one. So it's pretty cool to see that, that's how much I get of that. Now I would probably personally, if I start doing it pretty good, I'd probably set half to the side for taxes, depending on how much we're doing here. But if it's not a lot, then it ain't a big worry. But it lets me know that I am pretty much could be monetized right now. And then I have all my merch, where it's not merch, it's just you could buy my collage art print. So I do have that as well. So that's another way that I can actually start establishing myself and building up a little career here as a streamer, or an artist, or a collager, or whatever you want to call me. Anyways, it's pretty cool. So that was really cool to see. I have these cheap frames from the Dollar Tree, $1.25 tree. And that's where I got these frames from. And I guess they're pretty new. So we thought that it would look good with this one would look good. Now this cord here is probably temporary. So I'm not going to like really glue it down. Maybe I'll put a piece of washi tape behind it, and we'll still stick it in the frame and put it in there. And then maybe I'll get an antenna and put some like tinfoil on it or something. I don't know if I can find those, or if I ever do, then I'll just come back to this piece. But I'm going to go ahead and put it in a frame right now today together, so we can kind of see what it looks like in the frame just for fun. And I had that sitting there anyway. I should get some more of those because they're pretty cheap. They're only $1.25, and pretty good. They just don't really have any mounts to hang on your wall. But I'll show you, you could stick a little nail or a thumbtack and it'll hang on the wall. Because I have one hung up on the wall right up over there. And it's hanging just fine until the earthquake hits, and then, you know, it's probably not going to hold up there very far. But then all my boxes are going to come tumbling down too. So that little picture frame is the least of my worries if an earthquake hits. It's not really worried about that right now. But this is our little girl. She's funny. I thought, like, you know, she reminds me of like that. She thinks that goose is going to lay some golden eggs or something. So that's what I'm thinking with her. That's her little backstory. Is she got the goose. She's hoping the goose lays the golden eggs. And it's just a funny one. We're going to do a more fashionable piece this time. It's going to be more fashiony, but it's still going to be weird and strange. But this one was just fun and funny. So we made that yesterday. Let's tape her little cord. Now this cord again is probably just temporary. See, she's not even locked into place or nothing. We just messing around, you know, just hanging around. We're just playing with that yesterday. So that's what we came up with. I'm gonna just drop a piece of washi tape on the back real fast. It's not gonna be permanent because, like I said, we'll look for a real cord with a plug-in on the end, but I kind of just wanted to do Lexi's idea so we could kind of just see it with a cord. I mean, if you can imagine, it's a cord. Just use your imagination, okay? It looks kind of like a cord or like something weird. It'll look different when you cut it off out of the edge. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna get into our frame. And we'll slice this. This is a brand new razor today. I just switched it out, so that thing's extra sharp. We're gonna watch out for that. But since we're doing that, we'll go ahead and put this in there, and it's gonna be cool. Like, watch, this thing is gonna look a lot better. It's gonna look different once you get it into the frame. Oh no, it has those things on the back. And those things, I don't know if you were around for that story I told, but one time I did this with, and it went right up my nail, and that thing hurt for weeks, man. I broke my arm before, and it didn't hurt as bad as that. So watch out with those things. You can go right up under your nail and hurt for a long time. So that happened to me. Be better than me, you know. Oh, I do have like a little cloth here. Where is it? Might help with this. Hold on. Get some of that dust off from the factory. From the factory. Oh man, there's a weird film on it too. Just gonna try and wipe it up real quick so we can get our girl in there and she'll look good. It's kind of glass. It's like glass. I think it would break if I smashed it on something. Okay, that feels like it's on the outside and I can't really get it until I lock it into place. So let's set that to the side. Oh yeah, I can really see. Yeah, I think that's on the other side. So, is it? I can't really tell what side that's on. No, it might be on the inside. Ah, that kind of came off, so I'm not sure what that is. Some of it's on the outside. Some of it's on the inside. We don't want our picture to be all fogged up. That'd be weird. It's all good. It's just a quick piece of collage art that we made. Let's just do this. I'm lazy, so yeah, we can measure it and get the perfect measurings. Get our ruler out and do the ruler thing. Or we could just grab our razor blade and cut it. I'd say the latter. We're gonna go for the latter. Slice 1. Slice 2. Did it work? Did it work? Oh, maybe not. It is close. Almost success. Okay, no one's gonna see that. No one's gonna see that. So don't worry about that. Don't you worry about that. You know, I got some of these just in case I want to make some little collages. Put it right there. So the trick is how to get her to stay. I accidentally sliced this when we were cutting stuff yesterday, so I forget the trick that I used. I kind of like her tilted too. I don't remember the trick I used. I think I took the glass, which it wasn't glass. I gotta look at that again. Is that really on the inside or the outside? Oh no. Oh no. I sometimes get this glare and I can see from the glare what's happening there. I don't know. Is it this side? There's the glare right there. I think that's the outside. Okay. And now I'm going to put fingerprints all over it. Either way, I'm just going to try it. She's just getting safe. I'm just putting her in a safe location, okay? She's just going in a safe location. She don't need to be locked in that much. Where was it? It was something like this. Something like that. And see, look, I didn't even cut the wire off. We're just going to put that down there because I'm going to replace that once I find the right pieces. But I just want to put it in here and get a look-see at it. I'm going to need to wipe this glass up. Oh, she's kind of out of... Yeah, so I don't know. The glass was in a bag. Why? I guess the bag was toxic. Toxic plastic again, huh? Well, let's see here. Alright, well, I guess she has a little something on her head now. I think a little piece of something, but whatever. She's safe in there. She's safe in her little picture frame. You can see it's kind of a cool piece of collage. I like it. I like it. It's fun and funny. And then the cord goes down to the corner. I kind of like that too. Something got on her head there when I flipped her over. It's kind of sad that happened, but you can't even see it probably. Oh yeah, you can right there. You can see under camera reflection. There's a little speck or something on her head. I'll clean that up later. I just wanted to put it in this frame. And it was a way to show off what we made last night. Wow. It was only last night. Time flies by so fast. Feels like... I don't know what it feels like. It feels like it went by way too fast. So, I have magazines. What we're gonna do in these is I'm gonna actually flip through a magazine and we're gonna look at it together. But today I have something special, and I'm not gonna really show them all to you. Got something in my throat. But boom, I just got these today. I just went over to our little community store today where my daughter likes to go thrifting over there, okay? And I like to, look for magazines. And you never know what you're going to come across. And today's a perfect example of that you never really know what you're going to come across. I came across the king himself, remembering Elvis Presley. The king lives on here in this life one. And I've actually looked at this magazine on eBay. I looked at it, thought about buying it because I have some other stuff that it would go with good. And I was thinking it'd be cool to show off on the channel, and we'll flip through this one some other day. We're not going to flip through it. I'm going to now pick one magazine to flip through here at the beginning, and this is not going to be it, but it will be in the future. What else did I get? I got a cool Portland magazine. That's the newest one. I got a car and driver magazine. Interesting. There's some cool cars in there. I got this cross-country one where it's a lot of like parasailing. Is that what you call that? They're flying January 2026. I don't know. I just got one that's like this, but this one's different. It seemed like a really nice magazine, and I didn't want to pass it up, so I didn't pass it up. I got the newest Bridal Guide magazine. That is super awesome. The crazy thing is, why is this in there? Because this is for spring 2026. Like, this is a brand new magazine. Why is it in the thrift shop? You know what I'm saying? It's weird that that's sitting in there, but I got some awesome Harper's Bazaar. I have a bunch, and I like those ones from like 2017 or whatever. I think they're like 2017, 2016, but I got 2 of them today from 2018. So I'm super happy because they always have some cool modeling pictures in there that are good for like the ladies I like to make. So it's real fun. And then here is my big score that I'm super, super, super happy about. I found another gallery magazine, and actually that's the place when I first discovered gallery magazines, is from that thrift shop community center. I don't even know if you call it a thrift shop, but that's where I found my first gallery magazine. And I was like, oh, I love this magazine. And then, I found a few there since, but not that much. And I was super excited to find that they have a brand new gallery magazine. And this is the newest one for winter 2025-2026. So I think they only publish this magazine like 5 times a year. So getting this one there. It was hidden. Somebody hid it down at the bottom. And so I got lucky and I got it. And I'm so excited for that. And I got a few more. Some Bend, another Portrait Portland magazine. And I also have some other ones over here that I'm not even going to spoil those yet. We'll just look at it later. We're going to flip through them in these live streams. At the beginning of the live streams, we'll flip through some magazines, but this is not what? Let me set this up. That's not the one we're going to flip through today. The one we're going to flip through today is the newest Vogue magazine. I just got this in the mail, and I was talking about how they mistreated it. Look at it. It's kind of bowing. I tried to flatten it a little bit, but it's kind of bubbling, and I can see the magazines that other lady gives me, kind of that happens sometimes. You know, we live in the Northwest, so maybe the moisture, and then you could tell it wasn't treated the bestly. It was all rolled up and thrown in there, along with a bunch of other magazines, kind of got roughed up. And then these Vogues, they don't ever come with like plastic or anything around them, so you know, kind of got a little roughed up in the shipping, which is kind of sad because I like to collage with magazines and I don't really want them to be all roughed up. So I don't know, I'll be on the lookout. My eyes will be on the lookout for another one of these. That lady who usually gives me the newest magazines will probably give me one, but every now and then hers looks like that as well, where it's not ruined. We could totally make stuff with it. You know, it just took a little abuse, okay? It took a little abuse, but I like her dress here. I could turn her dress into a million different things, and plus I could just take her head off really easy here, and it could be anybody else. Or I could keep her in her dress. I don't know, I've been seeing her around a lot on multiple magazines, so she must be being the hot girl nowadays. This one's funny because she has like tennis shoes on. She has these tennis shoes on with that like fancy dress. Oh wow, she's laid out on the couch and stuff. What is this, for Louis Vuitton? We're gonna flip through real quick. Here's like a family portrait of Chanel, and this reminds me of my brothers here, like jumping off the stairs. Like she just jumped off the stairs. She's in a rush to get to the party, but she ain't got time to walk down those stairs. She's gonna jump. I probably would have jumped from up here though. You know, we used to jump over the ledge. Would have made it cool. You know, watch out for the cactus. You know, that might hurt a little bit, but she's in action. She's ready to get into some action. This girl here, look at her. She's like, of course it's a real tiger. What do you think this is, like polyester or something? Ooh. So she gets her Gucci. It's a real tiger. Okay, oh my God. Look at her. Of course it's a real tiger. My boyfriend, he killed it with his bare hands. That's how I got this. And then I lined it with fabric, polyester. And then this girl, what is this, Gucci again? This is like Napoleon Dynamite's like daughter or something. I didn't know Napoleon Dynamite had a daughter, but I think that's her. Let me see, without hitting the mic. You know, like Napoleon Dynamite-ish. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting with her. She's giving me that vibe, but she's kind of funny looking. I mean, she's not funny looking, but you could do something with her, like interesting looking. That might be the word. Good black and white stuff. You could have something popping out of this purse, no problem. I'm guessing that's Dior. Yes, it's Dior. It smells like Dior. I could smell it. She's dancing with her purse. She must have just got paid. I'm guessing she just got paid. Been seeing these ads a lot lately with these like colored sheets of metal or something. Oh, it's like Easter. It's got an Easter vibe to it. I could take this dress. I don't know how much the glare's hitting. The glare's hitting pretty hard from my angle. It doesn't look like it's hitting that hard on this camera, so that's good. But I could take this piece of the dress and drape it. We've been doing some drapery lately, and drape it upon somebody else. I do like that guy down there. He looks cool. It's too bad it's cut halfway through the page. You know, we could do some surgery. We could try to bring it together. They tried to make this look vintage, like an old digital TV. And we're seeing this ad a lot from the Prada. I actually just saw the actual commercial, like the video commercial online of them wearing those gloves. So that's their thing. That's the thing for Prada's new thing, you know. So seeing that a lot lately. And that little snake chain. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's interesting. Could totally cut that out. It'd be easy. Now, I cut that out. We were showing that like a few collages ago. It was a little bigger than that one, but, you know, kind of have that snaky look too. Some makeup. So this is the newest Vogue. This is the March one, I believe. Is it March? I didn't even look and see. Spring. It's spring. It's not anything else. It's a little thicker. So this is just the spring edition. Look at this guy back here. He's questioning what they're gonna make him do. They're gonna make him do something. I don't know. He's got to get initiated or something. Pretty cool the way they're laying there. I got a whole bunch of these already cut out from Tiffany. You see these a lot. The Tiffany ones. That girl has a very short haircut, which is, you know, you don't have to worry about the tangles, I guess. Those boots are interesting. Just kind of looking, you know, just look to see what we have in this new Vogue magazine. I thought my thing was messed up, but they did that on purpose to make it look like a stamp or something. It's 170 years of fashion. I did just get a new magazine that's going to be pretty cool because it does show like 100 years of design. She's lost in the forest. She's lost in the forest. They're telling secrets. Oh, that's cool. Let's just keep on moving. That one's pretty cool. I like her dress. It's kind of like a bow. I kind of like their like 70s vibe or something going on. I guess that'd be the era. So, you know, there's all these she's just like wearing a piece of, I don't know, it looks stiff down here too. It's weird. It kind of reminds me of like one of those fabric pieces. What is that? I don't know what it is, but it's like on a wheel and it drapes around. She's just wearing it. It's for Nordstrom's. It's an ad for Nordstrom's, so no one's gonna have that. Oh, see, you know what they're talking about. If they're gonna put old Gavin in there, they're gonna put Gavin in their magazine and make him seem like he's doing great, then you know what they're trying to push on you. You start reading those ads. You know, I guess people will believe anything these days, right? I like this girl. She needs like a bird on her hand. She needs something on her hand. She's balancing it. I love her posture too, her stance. I'm going to get rid of the tree. I'm going to keep her dress flowing, her posture. Maybe she's balancing something. I'm sure everyone's going to try to do this. This one's going to be popular. It feels like it should be popular to me. It's all gold and stuff. You can make a lot of things with that. She could have like a jewel hanging too. She could have like a big old necklace thing dripping down or something, and she's like holding it. So that could be another cool thing to do. You could do all 3 or 5 of those things and do something else on her head. Yeah, be pretty cool. She's, you know, hugging the trees. It's good for you. You know, they got energy, giving you energy. Well, that's cool. I mean, different. These are cool. I'm just always looking to see what, you know, what did I get in this magazine? You know, like that one was really cool and I'd mark it, put it on my list. I feel like, you know, I kind of like to find something a little different that everyone's not going to be collaging with. I do like that style too right there. It's really tricky how you're going to use it because all the fraying and stuff. And, you know, I got to cut it out. Got to cut it all out of there. So I kept this stance out of one of the big magazines I sent Lexi the other day, or like a week or 2 ago, thinking I wanted this girl, and I got it way bigger because it's from like a W magazine. But now I'm seeing her in multiple ads. So you know that when they're going to start running the new ads, you start seeing them in multiple magazines, and you probably wouldn't see them in multiple magazines unless, you know, you got all those magazines, which thankfully we do, and we find them over at the, I got that coming someday, Architectural Digest one. But yeah, thankfully we get some of these, and then we find them over at our community center, and then that lady donates them to me. So then I just get tons of magazines, and I know I have a problem. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I went there saying, you know, my daughter wanted to do some thrifting, and I went there and I was like, okay, you just go do some thrifting. I'm only going to look at the magazines. I'm just, you know, I'm here, so I have to do it. It's an obligation. And then I came out with a huge stack. I'm like, okay, huge stack of magazines. It was not supposed to be that way, but, you know, that's why I found all that cool stuff. I did put down about half of the stack because I was like, I can't take all these. I don't need all these. I have so many that I'm starting to wonder what I'm going to do with them all. So this one, I actually just got this subscription to the newest, to all the Vogue ones, because it was so cheap. It was like $1 an issue for a year, and then I just signed up and then I canceled it. So I was like, perfect. And I did that with the Architectural Digest as well, and then I did it with a few other ones because at the end of the year they had cool subscriptions like that where you can get it for really, really cheap. Some of them I got them way cheaper, like Food and Wine. I got that one way cheaper. And see, she's all over the place. I just don't know. I mean, maybe you know. Yeah, she's obviously famous. She's all over bunch of stuff. But you must forgive me because I don't pay attention that much to some of these people. I just want to cut their faces off and turn them into collage art. You know what I mean, especially this dude. Like, yeah, you try to act like they're all good and stuff, but you've been to California lately? I don't know if you have, but if you have, you may be careful, driving down some of those streets, okay? Just be careful down there. I like this girl. She just she's like sweet and innocent, but she's maybe not so sweet and innocent. But I do like her, like, I don't know what this is. It's like a towel or something, but it's not. It's a dress. It's just interesting, but her face reminds me of something. And this was the guy. He's like, you know what? You just go over there. I'm going to take a picture of you, girl. You just get over there. No, I'm not going to clown him too hard because I know who that is. So won't make too much fun of him. But anyway, Pretty Magazine. Only problem is they bent me up. They bent me up bad. So this is spring 2026. I like it. I mean, it's the new Vogue one. There's some cool stuff in there. There's some cool stuff. And so I will say there is potential inside this Vogue. I don't hate it. A couple of the other ones, I don't know. Just a hit and miss, I guess. You just get good ones. But like, I'm really happy to have those Harper's Bazaars that I was showing here at the beginning because I actually have some old vintage ones of those. Where am I going to set this? Let me set it over here. I actually have some, they're not vintage, they're just throwback. And I have some throwback ones of those Harper Bazaars. And I really like them. I think they're really cool and they have lots of interesting stuff in it. So, to switch gears, let me grab a drink of water first. And then we're going to switch gears. We just checked out those magazines. I showed you the special ones. We're going to do some collage in here in a second, but I don't have a great idea. I don't know if it's a great idea. I don't know how it's going to come together. I'm gonna get some water before we jump into it because there's some cutting to do. We're gonna slice and dice and shred these all up. I don't do lots of shredding. I'm not really shredder, I'm more of like a Ninja Turtle than a shredder. No, I'm joking. So what we're gonna do is I don't really know. So I have these plants and they're not even really a big part of it, but it is going to take some cutting. So might as well go ahead and do some cutting. And if they come into play, then they come into play. And then after that, after we're done with all this, we will jump in to cutting up some magazines just to get stuff. So I think I'm going to go ahead and keep, even though it doesn't matter. Oh, Colleen's here.
Set. High hand waving.
Hello. Good to see ya. I'm just going to go ahead and jump into this collage here. You might have missed the magazines that I scored today. Again, purchasing more magazines. You might have liked the one I found Elvis. I found the Elvis magazine. So that was pretty cool. And we'll flip through those ones here in the near future. I found a gallery magazine. That was really, really excited when I saw that. My eyes perked up. And then also, like I was just saying, those Harper Bazaars, I'm happy to have those because I already looking at. I already have my other ones sitting over there on my table, and I've been enjoying them a lot. And they have like the kind of girls that I like to collage with, interesting poses, maybe some interesting colors, and then I can do some interesting stuff with them to give them a new personality. And that's kind of this one. I mean, this one actually was I was creating the girl with the shoe for a head. I don't know if you realized it, but she has a shoe for a head. And I did that one a few days. Well, I don't know when I did. I did it on like Thursday or something. But I was showing her yesterday. But when I was about to make that one, I was putting this one. There were some pieces as well. And I put them to the side with that one, and I'm like, they kind of go together. I don't know if they go together. They don't really go together, but they're like, I was gonna make them in the same breath. I was like making that one, and I was in the same mood or whatever, and I was like, oh yeah, take this piece, and I can make these ones. So it's another fashion-y piece, kind of I don't know. The one with the shoe for a head is obviously very weird and abstract. But I thought this one could be something like that. But again, the idea is not fully even developed in my mind. But we need to do something today. So we're gonna just do something today and do some randomness. Just whatever happens to it happens. And if I don't finish it today, that's fine. But I like to say that I start collages and I finish collages. I don't like to leave them hanging too long. I don't know, because you know how creativity, it hits and then it goes and then you're on to another thing. And especially when you have a million magazines, it's kind of like, man, I could flip the page and all of a sudden be onto a whole different collage, you know. So gotta be careful with what I'm doing. I'm even noticing some ideas that I was piling up are like, those ain't even, they're not inspiring anymore, or it's not something I want to do. But when I saw it, I was like, yeah, I want to do that right now. And so I kind of just, I'm the type of person that just needs to strike right away, needs to strike on my creativity and go with it, and because I'll be on to something totally different the next day. So that's kind of how I gotta build my stuff, which makes good streaming for me, because it's like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I can't sit around and wait. No time to think about it. No time to waste. Just get on to it. And you know, some of them aren't gonna be the best, obviously, and some of them will be really cool. And you know, like how I did with the girl with the shoe for a head. I thought it was weird, even when I was done. I mean, it is weird. It's definitely weird. But I thought it was like, okay, what did I just create? Like, I was laughing at myself. And then now that I look back at it, I'm like, that collage is sick, bro. Like, that thing is sick. If you put that on like a big canvas print, or I'm going to frame it, I'm going to lock it down, I'm going to spray it, I'm going to try to keep it for myself. I could sell that original. I know I could. It's just going to be sick. I got to find the right frame for it. Don't really know. I'm thinking, you know, I know where you could get some good, nice frames, but it's either black or white or like a tannish brown or like a red. But she has orange and doesn't really have red, or the red would kind of work. But she's kind of got the orange. So I think she needs a white frame, and at least that's what my daughter said, and I kind of think she's right, is that it needs a white frame, and she's on a white background anyway, and it's just very like, I don't know, yacht life. It's just like that yacht life, and just reminds me of that. And so I think that's what she's got to be like. But you never know. And that was just the experiment. I like to call it a collage experiment. So you can call this a collage experiment too, because this was right in the same thought of that one. This one was sitting there, and I just grabbed this because I knew that we need a collage to do in the live stream. And I was like, well, I have that one sitting there. There's some other ideas that are more elaborate that I have sitting there, but I don't really know. I might want to rethink those, and I might want to film a long form video out of those too, potentially. So I don't know, but maybe we'll just, like, when I flip through some magazines, we may just like start grabbing stuff randomly. And I have a bin right here full of scraps too that we can jump right into. So trying to think of these live streams as no pressure, low to no pressure. And whatever happens, well, that's what happens, you know. Can't take it back. It's just a live stream. I can't even cut out the blunders. So, gotta roll with it. And I was talking to Colleen. Colleen just tuned in there about the Fabulage pieces earlier. And I remembered now that I need to make a video showing off the things that I did, because I didn't do that much, you know. I kind of had to slow it down there. I did not finish it out. I didn't do every collage piece prompt there, but I did a few, and they're worth showing off to everybody because they were fun. They were fun, and I had fun doing it, so can't lie about that. It's just a lot. Can't do them all. Maybe some year. I was going to say next year, but no, maybe some year I will try to do them all or something. But the thing is maybe since it was my first year ever doing that, it didn't necessarily need to, I don't know. I'm realizing that you could do them all kind of easily if you didn't care that much. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if it was like live streaming, like maybe, I don't know, maybe next year, but we could live stream every day that month and make one together and just call it what it is. But see, I don't know, I'm maybe holding pressure over myself of like, it needs to be cool. What if I want to be able to sell it? Or, you know, like, maybe that was in my mind at that time, so maybe not the best train of thought to come at it when I noticed how a lot of other people come at it like boom, 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 done. some people are going way too far and some people aren't going far enough. And I think if we could find a happy medium to make some really cool collages still by using the prompts. But I think it's so fun community wise that I think it would be best to just do it with y'all, do it together here on the page, whatever page you're on. It'll be either here on Twitch or here on YouTube. We are streaming on both right now, so that's pretty cool. I need to look up from cutting this to see if Colleen's came up on there. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Cool, because yesterday that wasn't happening. So just learning stuff as we go here. I'm super happy to figure stuff out. I like doing that. It's not, I mean, I make it like it's stressful, but it's not. I actually enjoy doing things like that, trying to figure it out, get it in, because then you feel success.
Said, I feel bad for roping you into that.
Yeah, it wasn't that much of roping me in, but it was putting me, you got me going on it for sure. And then I went going. But it's not bad. It's fun. I think we should all maybe, it's a good experience. It was a very good experience. And you know, I did come up with some cool collages. Did you guys see the Watermelon King? I don't know. If you didn't, then I'll make the video. I think I'm gonna just, for next, you know, since YouTube's been like really weird for me the last week and a half, 2 weeks, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and maybe I'll just make that the long form video for the page for this Thursday, because I always release a video on Thursday. And maybe I'll just release the video just showing off the collages that I made for Fabulage. We'll talk about them and talk why and how I got the inspiration or something. And that should be just a fun, different video where there's no pressure on me for like, I made this really cool collage and then YouTube's not going to share out the video and then it doesn't get the shine. It deserves. But no, it's not a bad thing, Colleen. I actually appreciate you telling me that and getting me going, because it was fun. I had a good time and I learned a lot. I got a whole bunch of new followers on Instagram and I followed a whole bunch of cool collage artists. And you know, it's good inspiration. I think if I want to get some inspiration here in the future, I would just go to Instagram, go to the Fabulage page, and then go into all the people that tagged it, depending on what day it was. You know, if everyone's making collages with toilet paper because the prompt is toilet paper, might not be the best unless you're trying to make, you know, a collage about toilet paper. But you just get other people's like strategies and see how other people collage. And it's good for me because it's like, I don't just sit around and watch people collage. It's not something that I've done. So experiencing that.
Said, great idea.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun for everyone to, like, I don't know if we'll see where we are next year in things, because I will be here. So you can join me here. I'm gonna be here. You know what? I'm gonna be here. I see this cut. I didn't do this cut. But maybe next year we all on the live stream just do it all together. Then there ain't no pressure on me. And it's not like, oh, you suck at collaging, which people ain't saying that, you know what I'm saying? But in my mind, you know how people's minds are. You just worried about, is it good enough? Is this, you know, good enough to say I made it? And I could just say the stream made it. So I'll take all the credit if it's good. And then if it sucks, then I'll blame it on the stream. I'm just joking. I wouldn't do that. But it would be fun to do it together. So I have a cactus, I have this plant. I don't know, I kind of just went for this one first, but I do like the big leaves on this one. I don't even know if I'm gonna need this, you know, but it is it's a cool plant, tall plant. And I just saw this is all like I don't even know how this is supposed to come together, you know. I put the other one together, the other one's already done, so this one is just like, okay, you know, I guess I have it. So this is kind of tricky. This is a tricky thing too. Like a fern, you know I would. But what, like you could leave an outline around the fern. I think you almost have to, because it's just there's so many little in between parts, like a saw blade, you know what I'm saying? There's no way. I mean, there is a way. If there's a will, there's a way, and I don't have the will right now, so there's no way. But it would be cool. It just reminds me of somebody's hair though. Like, and so you kind of need to get some details in there if it was going to be somebody's hair. And I like it. I don't know if I need it. So how about I don't like hurt myself with that cutting right now and pick something else. So here is a nice bush tree, pineapple something. It's a palm tree. And I don't think I need that either. I don't even know if I need this green plant. I just thought green because I had green with the others. So we'll save those. We have them. We cut out one plant. We're not going to go too crazy. It's Sunday again, you know, so let's kind of keep it chill. We did a full stream yesterday. So I do want to maybe keep both pieces of this. So this is going to be, let me get this cut first. This was the thumbnail on YouTube. So we gotta go ahead and dive into this. Ooh. Okay. I just want to leave that round piece here. Let's see if I can get it. So again, this one's not as goofy as yesterday's, but yesterday's was fun. And we're probably going to have to find a happy medium because I like doing funny ones. You could see sometimes on my page, I will do some funny ones. And I like that just because it's fun and funny. But at the same time, I also do like fashion. I do like the fashion pieces, fashion models, things like that. It just, you know, cool, interesting clothing, poses. I like cool poses. I don't know. I'm still learning what I like, you know, and I just think that that's something that draws to me, that I'm drawn to. I'm drawn to beautiful women. I don't know why, you know, maybe it's nature, maybe it's just the way I was born. But they look cool. They look different. So they got all these crazy outfits on, and I like it. It's interesting. It's not too much, you know. I don't go too much. We're not into the like gentleman magazine, you know what I mean? I'm not going that far. I just think I like their style and fashion, and their poses are interesting. So there's a lot of ones that I want to do, and they always have cool, colorful things. And it just, I'm learning that I do like using people, but the more that I use people, the more I want to deface them, I guess you could say, turn them into more surrealism or something, you know. And of course we can go with the plant. I think that's the one that I always think of, that when I think of people collaging with people, is like always putting plants on their face, and it seems like a go-to thing for a lot of people, and I like it. It's easy, and it makes sense because plants are everywhere, and you could just try to kind of splash it on their face or something. This one, it's going to have a diamond. Well, I think this diamond's going to work, and we'll see. I don't know if this is going to work, actually. I didn't really think this through, but we'll see if it works. And if it does, cool. If it doesn't, we'll learn something. Oh, ho, ho, we got a turn here. I don't know why I turned into Santa Claus there for a second, but started ho-hoing. Boom, cut it out. I like it. It's pretty cool. Check it out. It's going to need to go this way when it was placed the other way. But we'll see. I don't actually know when it's going to go. But I thought, don't waste this piece. This piece looks cool. I really have no clue how it would come into this. Well, when I first saw it, it was an inappropriate way to use it. And I'm like, I don't know if that's appropriate. I don't know what needs to be appropriate anyway. I decide what's that and what's not. But I think that, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens with this. It's going straight up, that's for sure. But we're going to go and get, just don't want to leave it behind. I mean, I could throw it in my scrap bin and use it again, but I could just throw it in the scrap bin after I cut it out and didn't use it. I do that with some pieces. Like that plant, like let's say that plant doesn't work. I just throw that into my scrap bin, and then it'll be there for next time. Oh, look, there's a little purse there. So, I mean, I could keep that bag in my scrap bin because you never know. I don't know why I'd need that, but, you know, we're going to the beach or something, you know. We want to throw some beach gear in there. And let me look at things, get a drink of water. Looks like the Twitch is just sitting there. No, we ain't got no spam botters or anything, which I have had some spam bots on there. So no problem there. I see Colleen is here. Hope you're having a good night, Colleen. It's Sunday, so I'm relaxing. I can see that the chat is showing up. I can see it's a multi-stream. That's what it's called. We're multi-streaming. So we're on chat and YouTube, and it does show a YouTube logo next to your name, along with a wrench, because Colleen helps me be a moderator, even though we don't have to moderate much right now. Let's see if this thing's still working. Boom, that's the Lexi thing. She don't. I'm so excited about that. So cool how now officially our page is monetized. Well, we're monetized by the viewers once they come. Eventually, we don't have to wait for YouTube to say, we're going to give you some ad revenue. That went straight to my PayPal and gave me $38. So they only took about $2 from me from that. Wow. That is really good. That is a really good fee. They barely took any fees from me. So that was good to see.
Y9S said, doing fine.
You're doing fine. Doing fine doesn't ever sound like doing good. Doing fine. Hope you're doing good. I guess fine is better than not fine. I had so much stuff to get done today, and I think I got done about half of it. But I did take my daughter over to the thrift store, or our community store, and she found a couple things that she wanted. And she was supposed to go with her friend tomorrow to go do friend stuff, whatever friends do. But then they postponed it till Wednesday. But we still have to go. She sold some stuff on Depop, which then we have to go over to the post office tomorrow and try to get that out. But I also have to work tomorrow, so it's just gonna be running some more errands and stuff tomorrow, and then maybe I'll try to pick out some stuff for the next collage. Excuse me. This is a big white piece of paper. It seems like, why would you keep that scrap? But sometimes you might need the white. You might, I might, we might need the white. Okay, dang it. Okay, I didn't realize how much detail was in this until just now. So I'm just hanging out. We're just chilling. That's why I have the jazzy lo-fi music jamming. And this is gonna take a little bit of detail cutting here, I see. And I'm just gonna go around this. I actually don't know if any of this is gonna work. I don't even remember exactly how it's gonna come together. But once I get this, I guess maybe I won't do 2 of them right away, because I don't know if I need the second one. If I do, I can come back and do it. But just like with that plant, you know, we don't need to cut it all out if we don't even know we're gonna use it. So these were all sitting right by each other. It's the blue diamonds, and then I saw that other blue. I don't think these are from the same company or anything, but they both had that blue look, and you'll see our models are coming up. We have a couple models here that are going to be coming up, but we gotta just get these diamonds cut out first. We cut out the plants, we cut out the diamonds. Now we're just gonna finish this one, or start this one to get it finished and do that. But it's Sunday, self-care Sunday for me. I didn't do much self-care. That's not good. I didn't cut my hair, but I did cut it like midweek because I put it off last week. Now it's turned into self-care Wednesday or something. I don't remember what day that was, but needed it. And while we were out, I was trying to look for like another hoodie to like wear to the gym, but I can't find the kind I want because I don't like to be all my big guns. I don't need my big guns getting out. I don't want anyone getting intimidated by my big guns. I didn't pay for that ticket to the gun show, so I like to wear like a hoodie and one that's long. I don't need them looking at my glutes either. You know, them girls trying to sneak a peek on my rear end while I'm walking on the treadmill. And so I gotta keep that covered. It's just funny. I just like the longer hoodies to keep it chill and low key at the gym. I don't need people looking at me and seeing me. I'm trying to be like Gray Man, you know what I mean? I'm trying to come in, do some treadmilling, do a little bit of working out, and then do the reason why I signed up for Planet Fitness. I know it's like the cheapo gym or whatever you want to call it, but they have all those like relaxing massage chairs and stuff. And I know a lot of gyms have that kind of stuff too, but this is also affordable, you know, because gyms can be expensive too. But they have all those massaging chairs, and you could just go in and like a hydro massage. It shoots water. You don't get wet or anything, but it just shoots water through the chair into your wherever you put your back, your thigh, your legs, whatever's sore. And it's really cool. It is relaxing, and that was one of the like key points for me of why I was like, oh, I just want to get a Planet Fitness gym membership because I could relax. They also, since I live in such a noisy spot here, it is very, very noisy. It's getting worse, or it's just, well, it is getting worse, but it's also getting worse in my brain. So I got to make sure to get out of here and stuff sometimes. And they have what's it called? It's called a wellness pod. And what you do is you go in there and it's just a quiet room. Well, it has a really like laid back chair like you'd see in your therapist's like office or something. And it's got this weird chair, and then it has a big screen where you can like listen to like and you'll listen to like nature sounds and then look at like nature videos, or you can pick what you want to show on the screen and stuff. But it's called like the wellness pod. It's kind of interesting. I don't think a lot of people use it, probably because they don't, you could just go to a quiet space in your house. I don't have that. So it's weird how, we take things for granted until, you don't have it. I don't have a quiet space to go to where I could just like say I wanted to like meditate with my thoughts or something. I just want to kind of think about things in peace. I don't find peace. See, right there, it goes a car racing by right as I said that. So there's no peace. You're not hearing it. I guess Colleen was telling me you can't even hear all the stuff in the background, and that's great. But I hear everything. And it's just, I don't know. I watched this dude on YouTube. I wish I knew his name. I need to start writing people's names down so I can give them a shout out, because giving them a shout out's cool, because I do watch their channels and stuff.
Clean Jacobs Y9S said, sounds cool.
Yeah, they are pretty cool over there. I like the gym. It's nice. I actually want to go more often over there. So it is a cool place. They have this one, it's called like Cryo or something like that. But it really, like, you can pick where you want the heat to go on your body. So it like selects you. There's all these little things you want, like half of your body cold and half of your body hot. And it like does this like heat cold therapy, and it can circulate through them too. And the lady showed me there, and I must say that thing is cool. And then it also has a knee strap or whatever. So if you want to wrap it around your knee, or maybe you like were having stomach pains or something, you put on your stomach for like a heat pad or something, and you can make that hot or cold. It's very interesting. And I guess she said that that's new and a lot of people don't know about it. And she showed me how it worked, and I like it. I like it. I've been using it when I go in there because I don't really need it for like sore recovery and stuff, but it's relaxing. So I just need to relax. So the most thing I like about there is to just go and get my body moving and stuff, and make sure that I'm, keeping my body moving, and then to sit in those chairs or go into the like wellness pod and relax and stuff. So those are really cool things. That's really the main reason why I go, because you could go to any gym and kind of do anything. Funny story, I'll tell y'all the story, is might as well tell you the story, is across the street used to be a Safeway. The Safeway had their roof collapse in a snowstorm. Apparently I wasn't here at that time. I was here when it collapsed this time, but I wasn't there. Apparently it's collapsed in the past before. It's a flat roof, Columbia River Gorge. It's not, it blows, the wind blows, okay? The wind blows. Well, a snowstorm came through. Not super normal, but it did come through, and it stacked a bunch of snowdrift on the roof, and the roof leaked and collapsed. The Safeway, apparently it's happened to them before, so they've had it. They don't like the people who leased them the building because they were going to try to make Safeway replace the roof. Safeway's like, we're not replacing the roof. This is the second time you leaked and ruined our grocery store. And so Safeway left. And now it's been empty for a long time. But like maybe over a year ago or something, Move Fitness was going to move into this. And they're like, we're going to make the biggest gym ever. It's going to have a movie theater. We're going to give away free barbecue. They just were selling this so hard, getting people to sell on these memberships to sign up for the gym across the street. I mean, all the things they were saying, I was like, I kind of even looked into it. I'm like, well, it's right across the street. I mean, they got a movie theater. I mean, like saying some weird stuff that they're going to have, like really weird stuff, like all these like games and stuff to do as well, like a hangout. Like it was supposed to be the spot, and they were pumping it up because it's big. Like usually Move Fitness too around here, at least around here, they're small. They're usually like next to a Dollar Tree or something. They're like not big gyms, like not even big like Planet Fitness or any of those gyms. They're usually quite small and kind of like the size of an AutoZone or something, you know what I'm saying? They're not very big. And they were going to go and take over this big grocery store space, which should have been skeptical in the first place. Everyone should have been skeptical. But so what they did is they put up a couple of signs in front of the grocery store, and then they hung banners all down the busy street. Sign up today, limited time offers, all this. Only 2 days left. Well, 2 years later, they still have the only 2 days left sign, trying to get people to sign up for the gym and stuff. And they got all these people signed up, but they never opened the gym, and they just took everybody's money and then they bounced. So now they left. They never made the gym. They never did it. There was never construction. I live across the street. I could see they're never working on it. I'm like, that thing is never coming. I knew it wasn't coming. I even made a video vlogging about it. Like, this gym is never going to open, I promise you. And sure enough, it's not. And they ripped everyone off. But I just saw, just when I was just a day or so ago, I opened up Facebook, and of course they know where I live. And got all my information. And they're running ads for Crunch Fitness. Now Crunch Fitness is going to move in across the street supposedly, and they're trying to sign people up. And I just had to click on the comment section to see what people are saying. People are like, you know what, I would love to go, because it's showing these AI images of like what it's going to look like. It's going to be huge. It's a huge grocery store spot. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like the biggest gym they've ever made for their brand. And it looks really cool, but people in the comments are like, you know what, I already got ripped off by Move Fitness. Once you guys get it open, I'll be there day one, but until then, I'm not giving you a dime, because all these people got done in from the Move Fitness, lying to people saying they're going to be here. And I'm not really a specialized gym bro or anything anyways. I'm just kind of like, I just want to go and get my body moving. I don't want to talk to anybody. Headphones in, corded headphones. I don't wear Bluetooth headphones. I don't need to be sending those signals to my brain. I got enough signals going off around here. I have the Bluetooth signal going to my head. But so I'm not really that kind of guy anyway. Like the Crunch Fitness, they got all the things where you're like gonna flip the tires over and stuff, and I'm not gonna be flipping tires over and doing stuff like that. So that's just not my vibe anyway. But they're gonna be moving across the street. They're coming. They said they're coming, but guess what? I can see across the street, and I ain't seen a single construction worker. So I'll tell you what, I wanted to drop a comment in there and say, look guys, they say they're coming, they're taking your fee right now, but I could see the building right now and no one's been over there to do anything. So I'll tell you what, it's gonna be a year at the least. It's gonna be a year until they open, if they open, so I don't even know if this even works, because of now I'm looking at it and it looks strange. I don't even remember this idea, so we're just glossing, and I'm just talking while we're doing it. But I got this guy, check out this guy, and I got this girl, so we're gonna bring them together, and they're gonna be part of my fashion collage. That's what we're doing. So I like this dude. He looks cool. He looks see, we're in that yacht rock, we're in that, or I don't know about rock, we're in that yacht vibe, where I was like, you could tell now from the style of my girl with the shoe that I have these two, and they kind of giving off them, Hamptons, giving off them Hampton vibes or something. and it's kind of preppy, but it's kind of clean, kind of classic. And I felt like that's what I wanted to do with this one. So it's it was just sitting there on the table with the other one because it was part of the shoe collage. But yeah, Colleen, if you ever need to like go to like a relaxing space, I don't know if you're into that. All right, not, but I would, Planet Fitness pretty cheap. That's the only reason why. That's the other reason why. A lot of gyms are expensive. Planet Fitness is pretty cheap. If you want to get their like black card where you could go into the back and use all of their stuff, it's like $24 a month. I mean, it depends on, I guess, what city you're in and stuff, but around here, and you could even find deals that they be having. They always have deals, actually. Just wait. If there's not a deal, wait a day and there'll be another deal. But they're, they have all that stuff in there, and that's what made it. The one that really made it for me is like the wellness pod. It sounds so stupid. Nobody uses it. And they probably look at me all funny like, okay, the wellness pod again, huh? You got some mental problems or something. I was like, no, I just live on a highway intersection, It's just really loud. Really, really, really loud. And the ambulance, they're like staging center now. Since the parking lot's empty, there's no gym, there's no grocery store. The ambulance just sits over there waiting for their next, victim. So that's what we get to deal with. We get to hear the ambulance every half hour, sometimes even multiple times every half hour. Happens a lot around here. So it's pretty crazy. And it's just like, you don't know those kind of things. Like when you move, like it's kind of crazy to think of. I know. These are serious conversations here, guys.
Y9S. Set. I have about a dozen ice packs.
Yeah, there you go. A dozen ice packs. Just keep them in. I don't know where, but yeah, just like in the fridge. So yeah, having an ice pack, that's a good plan. I have some big old ice bags that I got from some order or something. I think it was like HelloFresh. They had like a real good deal on some of their meals, and I didn't really want it. Or maybe it was Blue Apron or one of those, like meal services. And they would send all this stuff with big ice packs and mail it to you. And then I just put the big ice packs in the freezer. I still have them. I'm like, dude, if the power goes out, my food's going to stay cold longer because there's huge, thick ice blocks at the bottom of the freezer. So it's going to help hold it on just a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? But that's a good plan, Colleen. Yeah, having some ice packs and keep them in the freezer. And also multi-use, just like that. With the ice packs too, sometimes what I'll do, you could use this trick if you ever need to. Maybe this will help you out someday when you're struggling for an ice pack or something, is I'll take a couple Ziploc bags and I'll just pour water in one of them and then make it flat, so however, whatever size or whatever shape I want the ice pack, I'll set it in that shape. If I want it flat to be like a flat one.
Stash Y9S. Set. That's my cryotherapy.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, that's what they call it, cryotherapy or whatever. It's pretty cool. But I'll take water and put it in a Ziploc bag, flatten it, or whatever. If I want it to be like shape of my neck or something, maybe I'll put something round and then I'll put the water bag on top of it and it'll mold to that, right? And then it'll freeze like that. And then I put it in another Ziploc bag just to make sure it's not leaking, so it's double Ziplocked or whatever. But then I have my own homemade ice pack and I can make it shaped to whatever part of my body, I guess. Whatever part of the body you need shaped for. You just kind of think that you need the pea, so you take a thing of peas or blueberries or something in your freezer and you shape it right and then drop it over it and then it's gonna form to that shape. It works. I use that style for my neck if I ever need it, like on the back of my neck or something. I'm driving all the time, that's the one that I sometimes need an ice pack for. But yeah, you can make your own custom ice packs that way. I know it's kind of ghetto, but that's kind of who I am, I was raised this way. I don't know. It's just make your own ice pack. But yeah, that's nice to have. The other good thing about the ice packs that we use them for is I have like a don't know if it's like thermal. It's just what's that, like a Mylar or something inside of the lunch pail. And so we could just throw a couple of those ice packs in there if we wanted to keep our lunch, you know, cold or something. And me and my daughter are going to go on like a picnic or something. Sometimes we'll do that in the gorge or go like, you know, make a quick lunch with some sandwiches and stuff and then take them for a little road trip. Or if we're going to the beach or something, we could do that. So it's kind of another cool use for those. Just another random thing. So I have a whole bunch of bags that are just like Ziploc bags full of water technically, but then I froze. Those are my ice packs, and they are in custom shapes, so I know that they fit, like they fit the top part of the lunch pail to keep it warm. It's just kind of funny. Custom ice packs. Just a random thing, but I don't know. Yeah, that cryotherapy, I guess that's what it's called. It's interesting. Never done it before, but they have the chairs there. They have some other like hydrotherapy or something there that I haven't done. I should probably ask the lady that's the nice one that's over there. She'd probably show me what everything is, because I don't really know what everything is. I was like, yeah, I'll do that, and she showed me that one, but I don't really know what the other things are. They have like tanning and stuff in there too, if you're into that kind of stuff. And they might have like red light therapy or something in there too. I don't really know. I don't know everything they have. Cut between his legs, or leave between his legs. Cut between his legs. Hold on, buddy. Hold on. Let's keep your package secure. Okay, there we go. Now we can see your legs. Oh, what do we have on the other side? This girl's face. Why not? I'll keep her face. And then this dude, she's like on the boat. She's in Venice? Or is she in Vegas? She's in Venice or Vegas? I'm going to say she's in Vegas. They couldn't afford a trip to Venice. You could tell it's Vegas because of this one. There's a bunch of people standing around staring at you. They just sit up there and look at you. That's why I never rode on one of those things, because I'm just like, that's silly. This ain't romantic. This is just a bunch of people staring at me. Set that with the scraps for now. I don't know why I'd need her, but this dude's cool. I thought he was cool. He's handsome. I'm gonna set him to the side for a minute and get our lady. See, I don't know if their arms could go together. I thought that might be cool if like their arms interlinked, like they were together. The problem is she has a strip here. Something happened to the paper. Something happened to the paper. It wasn't my fault. So don't blame me later when you're like, you ruined it. I didn't do that. Someone else did that. This is coming from like an old... I don't remember. It's like an old Harper's Bazaar. That's why I was saying that I've been liking those. Actually, no. These came from an old Vogue. Like, they're not old. I mean, they're kind of old. It's like 2012 or something. The Vogue magazine I have. And I did find this one over at that community store. So it's not a surprise that there is a little damage. I'm going to leave some of her hair, but not all of her hair, because... I ain't got no time for that. Who got time for that? I mean, I guess I got all the time I need right now. It's Sunday evening, so could do whatever I want to do, but I don't really even know what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna kind of maybe get the basics to this and then see if it comes together. And then, hey, you know, it's another day on the stream. So that's cool. I said I was going to keep my schedule, so I've been keeping it. I'm a man of my word. Let's see. Oh, ripped her hair off. Dang it. It hurt me more than it hurt you, girl. I'll come back for her hair here. I'm going to just kind of leave some of it. It's parts like that where I went to try to make it to, you know, sometimes I'll go through and I'll cut this real nice and keep some of this flare, which I do kind of want to keep. I don't know if I want to keep it. I know I'm going to try to mess with her a bit. Obviously, that's why it was oh yeah, let's wrinkle it all up. That's why it was next to the other experiment. These were supposed to be experimental collages. where I'm just playing around, having fun. And that's why I was like, after all the Fabulage stuff, I'm like, I want to get back to the experiment. I just want to do more messing around and see what happens. And next thing you know, I got a shoe lady with a shoe for a head. I don't know if you noticed that, but she has a shoe for a head. But that girl, I like her a lot.
A Colleen Jacobs -Y9S. Set. Haircut.
It is a haircut time. I think she's gonna need. I ripped it out this time. She got a hair rip, and that that hurt. It hurt real bad. But I'm gonna have to come back around. I do think he's gonna be standing next to her, so he might just cover up a lot of that. So don't worry about it, girl. I know you got some frayed ends there, but let me just get your little clown suit cut out here. It's not a clown suit. It's very yacht-like, you know. We're on the yacht, but it's not like summertime. It's spring. It's like springish, you know. It's Labor Day. I don't know what they say. It's whatever. We're just gonna keep her little fashion here. I like messing around with fashion. It's kind of fun. But making them, I want to do more surreal. More surrealism in the future, just like the girl with the shoe. And that's what these were going to be. They weren't like, I don't really remember. I think he's going to have like a diamond head and she's going to put diamonds on her eyes. We'll see here in a second. We'll just do it together. Not quite sure. It's supposed to, you know, we're supposed to cover up their face and stuff. So kind of surrealism. I don't know what was on the other side. Oh, almost her again perfectly. I guess the choices were made and you were not saved. you were the lucky one this time. Dump all that. Okay, don't know what to do about your hair yet. What's that? Okay. I was on a shopping, like the other girl, she's supposed to have like a shoe addiction and she shops for shoes way too much. And that was her vibe. I see this as like, gotta do this. And just kind of a little more hair-like. Just a little more hair-like. There you go. There you go, girl. I could bring the scissors around and really fix you up if I wanted to. I see one spot I'm gonna have to. Yep. Okay, first time for the scissors today. Oh, see, I don't know. This is why I really do cut hair a lot, because if you try to get too close, I don't know, not me. I don't say you, I mean me. When I try to get too close, I can end up leaving color behind. And people do it all the time, but I don't.
Set. The brick makes me sound so dumpy.
Dumpy? Sounds so dumpy. Like, I guess the voice of the Brit girl. She's kind of weird. But hey, it's the best one. Would you rather sound like a robot? Because that's the other option. It sounds very Robotnik. Dr. Robotnik. That's kind of what it sounds like. And so I don't use that one because it's kind of annoying. The Brit, she's just kind of, you know, she's a Brit. The redcoats are coming. Oh no. Okay. Haircut. This was probably supposed to happen in the first place. I'm gonna go ahead and trim that one that got ripped. Perfecto. And then that kind of sucks. So it does that. So just kind of do that. I think he's going to cover some of this. I really hope he is, because this is turning into something else. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's obviously not your voice. It's obviously not your voice, so we're not going to take it that way. But I guess it kind of can make things sound like different than how you intended them to sound. But that's even the same thing with text, though. Like, you could say something and not mean it and people can totally take it the wrong way. It happens all the time. When people are texting, like, it totally comes off wrong, and it's like, if they don't know your personality or something, then it can be weird. Okay, I saw a lady recently who worked her over here, and she was all someone took her email totally the wrong way, and they had to go through like HR meetings and stuff because somebody freaked out like, you're not gonna talk to me this way. And then I looked, she showed me the email. I'm like,
Colleen Jacobs
what are you talking about?
Sent. Let's try this. I've never been happier in my life.
It didn't sound like it. I've never been happier in my life. Can't you see I'm so happy right now? I don't think I can put a cheer up factor on her. Make her cheer up. That's so funny. That was a good test right there. I've never been happier in my life. Oh man, that's weird. Try another one if you want. I don't know if she just does that. She just has a very dry personality. Can't you see I'm very happy right now? It's the happiest I've ever been. She's kind of weird. She's not, I don't hate her. She reads my documents and stuff.
Colleen Jacobs Y9S. Sent. Ha ha ha.
She said ha ha ha. It's funny how it reads it like that. It also has been reading emojis and stuff lately. I'm like, oh, I didn't know it read out emojis. But I guess it does. It doesn't read them properly. But it's just kind of funny. It's a funny thing. The reason why I know about this voice is because I would have it read out documents to me when I'd be driving or things like that, and I wanted to read all this. Like, this is how I passed some serious tests here, guys. I went and had the audio thing just read it to me, read it over and over and over again, and I would have used the text-to-speech feature so I could record it, and I would save it as a recording telling me all the answers to the test, and I'd brainwash myself. So then I knew for sure I just knew all the answers. That's all our education system is. Can you remember these answers? It's not going to help you in any real world situation. You just, who's the best at memorizing stuff? You're an honor student. You're good at memorizing stuff. Well, I just helped y'all become honor students. You just brainwash yourself and you just have the text-to-speech thing. Read it over and over and over again. Play it while you're sleeping. Play it while you're showering. Play it while you're pooping. You know, maybe it'll stick in your brain. It works. Trust me. You got a test coming up? Try it. You won't even have to study for it. You'll just be hearing the answers all the time. I'd have it read the question and tell me the answer. Don't give me the other multiple choices, because that was a thing that didn't work very well. But if you have it tell you all the correct answers, just tell me the question, tell me the answer. Ask me the question, tell me the answer. Over and over and over again. Next thing you know, I passed the state exam. Do I know it? Maybe. I mean, guess you gotta ask me the question again and see if I remembered it. I remembered it as long as I needed to remember it. C's get you degrees, you know. D's get you diplomas. It's only an F that fails. Just saying. Cutting this stuff out, so, you know, just chilling, cutting out stuff, trying to see what happens with this collage, because I don't really remember. So I had these pieces. I'm just gonna cut the pieces and try to remember how the pieces were supposed to go together. But whatever, Sunday, having fun, collaging. It's what I like to do. It's really fun. I've turned it into a hobby of mine, and I really like it and like sharing it with other people. And it's really interesting. It takes away from all the other normal, regular, mundane life stuff going on. Just create something fun and cool, and take your mind off of other stuff. So that's why I like it. I don't like doing too much, like I've talked about before, like with video editing and stuff. Like I could, but I don't. It takes the fun out of it for me, and then there's no point in doing it. So the only reason why I do these is because I enjoy it, and I don't do it to do like crazy edits. I don't want to be a movie editor or anything crazy like that. It's not here. It's here for fun, and hopefully other people can enjoy it as well. Hang out with me, make some friends, and hang out. And that's why I like it. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Twitch now. I'm a new Twitcher. Twitch said, you got your first stream done, now become a legend. And I'm like, you know what? I might just do that. We'll see what happens. But gonna have to start somewhere. So it's one of those where you kind of gotta watch it grow over time. You can't expect everything to be, done and perfect at first, and that's why I've been doing all the learning curve stuff now, and I don't expect it all to work perfectly. But if I can figure out one more thing each time, then I'll figure out a new thing that time. That's one more thing I learned. Today, I learned that I can get the multi-chat going on my Streamlabs. We kind of figured that out last time midstream, but now it was working from the beginning. I don't know if that's because I hit the refresh the chat there, and so once it gets started, hit the refresh on the chat, and it kind of refreshed it, and then I was able to get both feeds so I can now see the YouTube chat, and I can see the Twitch chat. There's nobody on the Twitch chat, but that's okay. In the future, there may be. There just may be. And so I'll be watching. I'll be watching you every step you take. That's not a creepy song at all. It's like the stalker anthem. Whoa. We're gonna get this out of there. Come on out of there. I think it's connected right there. And right there, and right there. Where else is it connected at? Is the, it's always the little, you can't go too far with the blade because you end up cutting off the other detail if you do, so. It's caught up somewhere. It's caught up right there. Alright, being finicky. I'm being finicky with it. I'm doing little tiny slices and cuts, so it's kind of what's gonna happen. But I can't drag my blade too far into it because I end up cutting off the metal piece. I did that with that girl, and then she lost her brakes, and then she ended up touring the whole world, even in the universe. The Adventures of the Oblivious Woman. She's she's lost. We don't know where she is now. She's gone. I cut her brakes off. So try not to do that. Try not to cut the metal here. I believe this orange was because the other orange, and I had orange and blue and green. And so I think that was the theme I was kind of like making piles for. Made piles for. Yeah, piles, alright. Got a whole bunch of them. And I think that's just why I kind of put this together. To say, I'm going to make them a collage now. And they're going to be part of the same. Oh, no. Guess there's more finicky cuts down here. I thought I was just going to cut that out. But I see this right here. It's another chain link. Another link in the chain. Oh, no. Oh, good thing I changed my blade. Yep, there that goes. I think there's one more right here, though. And I went into this really nice house 3 days ago. Super duper duper nice house. They had a movie theater downstairs. That's where I had to go down to pick up a piece of equipment. They had it down in the movie theater. I'm like, whoa, this place is crazy. It had this crazy view. The view was wild. Like, it's not the view I would want, because I like the view of the Cascade Mountain Range over here. That's so beautiful to me. That's something I inspire to get on, get a view of that someday. I could almost have it from here. I could see the top of Mount St. Helens from here, which is not very big because there's the other mountain blocking it. From where I'm at, you don't have a good angle of Mount St. Helens. But I could kind of see just the top of it, but I do see some other of the Cascade mountain range. But they had a nice view, kind of more, well, it's on the whole other side of town. It's not over here, but their view was of a different, like, valley type thing. It was massive. Their windows were so tall. And the house was only like, it was only $1 million. I looked it up. Usually when I go into nice houses like that, I'm like, how much is this? And I say only $1 million, like I can afford that. But you know, maybe someday we'll see something. But I thought it was going to be more expensive because I looked at the house and I'm like, this house. So since I'm in there, I'm like, well, I might as well take a personal tour. Nobody's here and I'm here and the house is here. And I went walking around. They had like a place to have a home gym for sure down there. They had a sauna. And right next to the sauna was a wine room. Like it was like a wine cellar. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then they had the movie theater right off the side of the like little movie theater, little movie theater, you know, but it was deep down in a dark room. The house was planted on a hill, so it was really interesting the way that the house was planted on the hill. So that means there's rooms that are, you know, next to the dirt and don't have windows. So that was where the movie theater was. That's where the wine cellar was. So it made a lot of sense how they designed it, because those rooms would kind of be, can't really make those bedrooms and stuff. They needed an escape route. And so they turned one into a movie theater, one into a wine cellar, one into a sauna, and then the other one next to the movie theater was like a secret room. It was like a speakeasy. Like it had a little wet bar inside there and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's sick. Like that was pretty cool how they set that up. And yeah, that was pretty interesting. I haven't been in a super nice house like that in a while, and really got my attention there. It got me thinking, like, I need to make some more money, so I better push my donation link out there. I don't think we're getting to that point anytime soon, but you know, can't help but try. What is this girl? She's supposed to like come out of the bag or something? Unzip. Does she come out of the bag? Let me grab a white piece of paper here. If I have one. Where do I do somewhere? Over here. Okay. I don't know where my stuff is at. Apparently that has like collage stuff in it. What's happening? It's all happening. Oh, is this the one with like previous collages in it? I think it is. There's that fish. I guess it is. I guess I shoved a bunch of stuff in here. What else is in here? Oh, the tomato queen's in there. Okay, that wasn't supposed to be. We'll go into that some other time. What's this paper? This is some Dollar Tree stuff. I just needed a white piece of paper. I thought I had some white ones. These are all black. That one's all messed up right there. Oops, did I just hit the camera? Might have. Now I hit the mic. What's happening? Where is it? You're so rude. I have this one. This ain't right though. I don't know what's happening. I was supposed to have another one of these. Give me a second. I don't know where it went. Like, here's some black ones, right? Black ones. Some weird color ones. And I could steal a white one out of here, I guess? Can I? Someone's collage is getting ruined. Is that glue? I don't know. Just give me a second. I guess all this stuff's coming out with it. Is any of this glued down? No. Okay, it's probably not very clean, but I don't know where it went. What else is in here? A lot of stuff. I guess I was storing some of my collage pieces in here. Let me try to clean this up somehow. What are you guys doing in here? I didn't even know I wanted to keep you. I guess I did want to keep you somehow, but it's not what I pictured. The dude eating the sushi and stuff. What's happening? Okay. I'm making a mess of stuff. I'm just gonna throw you out to the side here and deal with you later because you're not being very nice to me. And I try to keep these because I didn't really finish them. I don't know what's going on. Get out of here. Where am I gonna put you? I just wanted a white piece of paper. Is that so hard? Is that so hard to ask for? Too much to ask for? Okay, I think what needs to happen here, I don't even remember. Let's just kind of look and see, and then we'll figure it out as we go. I felt like maybe she was coming out of the purse because I was on that like shopping thing. I was like, she's got the shoe for a head. And I guess she's got a purse addiction? I don't know. She's got her boyfriend though. Let's see what happens here. Oh wait, can't do that because you gotta. Right, you gotta do this. Yep, like that. Okay, doke. Something. I don't know if she's gonna even fit. She keeps being too tight. Is that because her sleeve? Or was it even what I was thinking? Not sure. She's in there now. She actually kind of went. I think I could cut that a little more if I wanted to. She's like right on the cusp of not fitting. I don't really remember. I don't remember what she's doing. Ooh, that looks kind of cool. We're almost to the right height there. That was kind of cool. She really fit in there at that point. How was she fitting? Her hair just a little over. Blow like the wind. She was like really in the bag, like perfectly there for a second. But we need to bring dude in. I'm not sure. And see, the purse is all messed up, right? So the purse is all cut off and he's supposed to come in. See, they're supposed to be at the right height. So she's not at the right height. So let's see if we can mess around. I don't really remember, right? This may need to be rethought up a little bit. See that he can fix her hair. If he can fix the purse. Maybe they don't need to be the same height. She could be taller than him. She's wearing heels or something. Let me fix this up. I don't really know. Okay, so we have diamonds. That is huge. But I was going overscale, okay? I was trying to get overscaled with what's happening. I don't think his whole head needs to be it, but you know, it's very oversized. But I'll have to probably rethink this one a little bit, but at least I got the stuff cut out for it. But her, I thought of her with, and see, that was the other thing too, like say this diamond thing's too big for his head, which, you know, I was going oversized with the collage of the shoe one too, so that could still be fine. It seemed weird when I did the shoe like that, but then I was like, you know what, that was awesome. The shoe is way bigger than their head was supposed to even be. So the scale, you're kind of blowing up the scale. You could have a watch too. Now with her eyes, I thought that I have her all in the bag now. It's going to be tricky to do, but I wanted to give her, and see, he could have those same eyes as well. So let's move this away and just see. So we see what her eyes look like if they had the diamonds like that, right? What does his eyes look like if he has the diamonds like that? Would they clash or would they look cool? Because if they're cool, then I could cut out the other one and make them so they both have those kind of eyes. And I could, like, it looks cool here without the pieces. Like just 1, 2, like it's a half of it. And hers, if I could get it to go up under her hair. But what about my big diamond? Okay, if I ruin this, I don't care. I ruined it. This is what it is. Chitish, what it is. Okay. I have no control now. I've lost control. Oops, I don't really want all these little pieces all over the place. Where'd all those pieces go? Where did all the pieces go? Oh, they're like the right height now somehow. I don't know how they got to the same height again. Oh, I shoved her down. She's sticking out of the purse. I'm just messing around. Because I like the color theme. You know, like I do like the color theme. I think she does need to, just so I don't have to cut her off, okay? I just don't want to cut off your legs, girl. You're gonna be a little taller than this dude. And I was gonna try to make it go up under her hair, which I still could do if I did it the other way, because it's going that way, his is going that way. Take a look. And then it could go under her hair and then poke out of her hair. That almost could go behind his ear too. Wow. Kind of like it pointing up. I think we probably need some more green. But probably not. Don't need to do a ton. I want to rethink their faces, kind of want to think about what I would do to their faces before I really did anything crazy. Like I was trying to upscale at first, and that's where this big old thing came into play. Let me see this big old thing on your head again. I kind of like it between your arm though. Call me Mr. Sapphire. I don't know what these are. Are these sapphires? If I had another one and she had one, if I had an orange one or a green one, then it would be, and maybe she doesn't need any. She could just have diamond eyes. I do have some other diamonds that could just be the eyes. I do have like just a diamond in the scraps, and I could cut her whole face out and it could be a diamond, or it could cover, I think with the hair, it's always tricky when the hair, and you know, I do not like that line going through her right there. Maybe another plant. Should I put this plant there? I don't know if you really can see, but there's like a stripe on her something happened in the printing process, or something happened at the community center where I found it. She does have a nice face, though. She does have a nice face. Her gaze is like very like staring, blaring you down. She's staring you down. And he's the wallet. He's the purse. She spends a lot. I have this strip of diamonds. Oh, and they're like sunglasses. They're like sunglasses. Oh, it almost wraps around her hair, though. It's so close. I could cut her hair to wrap it. It would wrap with this one and that one. Let me just try that real quick because I don't really give a care. Now, I don't really give a care. I think that if I cut this one with just a little bit of a wrapping and get it to the side. Okay, cool. One more. Not too much now. As we mess around with our collage. Well, I might have done too much, huh? They're supposed to be straighter, I guess. I could have it go into her hair. If I had that one straight, actually at a more sharper of an angle, and just look at it. I guess it wouldn't need to be there. It'd have to be with her face, not her hair. They're kind of like glasses, but I could cut her hair and it could slide behind her hair. Just kind of thinking about it, thinking what I want to do. If that even matches, because I do like, he kind of needs something in his arm too. Kind of thinking about that. Should get you guys even here so I know exactly what's happening. Right, sir? Sir spends a lot. The plant's weird right there. I don't know what to do to block her stripe there. Might not be able to. It needs to be surreal. So we gotta change her face. We can't just leave her. Well, we could just leave her face. I like his, I don't know. His head, it's given like, I was trying to be over the top, obviously, with those with those pieces. With the way his head is. I had his head like this, didn't I? I don't think we need it that far. Like that might be more of his head. Her look is pretty cool, but then it's still just her. Could have ruined it, but you know, I don't really give a care. Yeah, it's not working that way. So I want to do something else to her face, and that's why I was like, I don't know, this was a half-baked idea that I was working on. And so I thought that she would have these things. These things are a little strange for what's going on. Maybe not, though. So I could cut her hair and that could come poking out from her hair. I don't want to do any cutting yet until I really know what I want to do. I have some other stuff. What do I have? Ooh, that girl's cool. This I have a horse head. So orange was on the theme, obviously. Orange was part of it. I didn't want to keep the girl. I just want the horse's tail. The horse's head. That orange doesn't really fit. Here is another orange piece. Does she have a weird cone head? Does this orange match with this orange? It's hard to see when they're not next to each other. Ah! It's a little off. You know what? I don't really care anyway, so let me just set them to the side because, you know, it's a work in progress. We'll call it a work in progress. That's fine. That's fine with me. I'm going to do two different things. Let's cut from the right direction for my hand and my brain first. Since it's Sunday, I'm not going to stress too much on it. I'll think about it, and then maybe I'll think about it some more. And then maybe it'll end up in that bag with all those other pieces. Nah, I don't know. I'll probably find something cool for her head. But since I have this right here, right now, I'll quit messing around and I'll just kind of see this. And then I can make a decision later on. I got to come up with some more collage ideas that we can all collage together with, but I'm not prepared, you know. Got a bunch of stuff going on. Gotta make sure I got all my stuff happening right. Then we'll get these right. We'll get these all dialed in. I just came up with the formula. Just came up with this formula the other day, and I was like, you know what? I need some structure. And I got some structure. Now that I have structure, I can start building it out, making it proper. Get rid of the shadow, get rid of the shadow. Because it's just going to look like a black line if you don't. Get rid of the shadow. Okay, we have two things. Didn't really need either one, maybe not. Could have took a plant. You know, what we talked about earlier. You could just take a plant and put it on someone's head. And then all of a sudden they're a plant head. She's planted. It's cool, it's cool. What if you had an orange hat? Remember, extremes. Oh, you can... I would like to block her eyes. Her head just keeps popping out the top, but I could cut that off if I needed to. Let's even it out. It's supposed to be extreme, okay? It's supposed to be like, what is happening? So the green plant is kind of on the wrong scale size. I guess I need an even bigger plant. Give me a second. I hate to steal this from her, but... I have another desk over there where I have like another 1,000 magazines over there. Just cutting those up. I don't know what I'm doing with those. Here's a bigger plant. This is on bigger scale. I don't need to sit here and mess with this for 10 hours, but you know. I'll set that to the side. I already cut this out. That was a couple streams ago or something. Oh, I was test streaming it. Come on. Come on. Come on, hat girl. Now we're talking. Is it getting weird enough for you yet? Is it not weird enough? I like it. And then check this out. What's that in your arm, dude? I don't know what this is. I don't know what it is, but it's something. He's almost enough to block that stripe on her. Get your head over there. Get into it. Come on, kiss her. I would need to cut off the top of her head. Let's get the plant over some more and up higher and y'all down lower. I can't really block that line out that well. There's a little line to her. I could kind of move his head over like that and it blocks it. I don't know if that's good enough or it makes his head not look proper. Guess something's stopping him from moving over. What keeps stopping him? Is it this plant? Now it's his nose. There, she can be taller. And maybe we need her to be taller because the angles. Maybe he's all the way down here. I think that has too much white on that green plant right there, so we'll have to get rid of that. But just looking. No, maybe it comes over his arm. You're talking to yourself again. I know, I do it all the time. It's interesting. It's something different. What's this? It almost looks like one of those things, a blowhorn or something. He's at the gym or the sporting event or something, so he blows things. I don't know. Maybe we could have something popping out of that. Some jewels. Where's the jewels? Probably not, but you know. We're just playing with it now. It's just a game at this point. Boom, boom. I don't know. Maybe it's his bag of treasure. There it is. He's got a thing of treasure. Diamonds. Whole bunch of diamonds. I don't know. Anyways, I was just having fun with it. Just messing around. I'm not sure how this is going to end up. I'm going to have to absorb it. I wanted it to be surreal. I wanted it to be different and big like my shoe lady. That was the whole idea when I was I don't know if I really came up with an idea, but I had all this stuff and I was just like, these must be part of, you know, the same kind of vibe. And I was messing around with those colors. I remember that. And so that's why we kind of got the orange going on and the green and the blue. Her head's going to need cut just a tad bit so that stops happening. I can get the hat properly on her. I could even do something like that if I cut the hat and gave it like a little tilting vibe, like a lampshade or something. She's in the purse. She's in the purse. He's got a big old diamond for a head. It's really weird. It's really strange. I think I'd need to mess with it a little bit more and figure it out and see how much I like it. Like, he's pretty handsome. She's pretty, you know, beautiful. But I wanted to cover them up with like some weirdness. Might be too weird. I don't know if the blue was with the blue and the other blue and the orange with the orange and the green with the plant, you know. So I do like the green and the plant with her hat, because the hat thing that we came up with just out of nowhere looks like it's kind of like she's a plant or like a lamp or something. It's like a lampshade. You can see her head poking out of the top. Oh, I don't even have it in the picture. She's just poking out of the top. But anyway, that's what I was planning on doing. I don't know what I was planning on doing. It looks pretty cool though. I mean, it's interesting. When I did the shoe lady with the shoe for a head, it took me a little bit to get used to it, to like absorb it. Like when I first seen it, I'm like, what did I just do? This is weird. And now that I look at this is weird. But at the same time, this could be awesome. I don't know. I have to absorb it. It's one of those art pieces. I think I got to cut off part of his face too, or tilt this more to. So got to cut off top of her head, cut off part of her face, but I don't really want to do that until I absorb the collage. And do I have a whole bunch of diamonds coming out of that?
A Colleen Jacobs -Y9S. Set. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. It's different. It's just just messing around. I do like her head, her hat, and her hat is really cool. So it's something, you know, I was going surrealism. I'm going for some surrealism here. This don't seem to be working there. I don't know what that is, why he's holding it, but he's holding something. It's just another piece of orange maybe to bring it together. He doesn't really need to be holding that. Could be like this. Could be something to make it look like it's in his arm there. I could figure something else out for his arm, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. I'll show it to you. The blue diamond's a little bright on the blue, but you can see the top of her head just a tad there, just a tad of the top of their head, and his face. If I move that in the wrong direction, you could see the front of his face. Then she's popping out of the purse there, and you can see the strap of the purse in the back, and his diamond head, his face and his diamond head. I think him holding that like that is pretty cool. That works out good. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but maybe it just brings it together. It's funny because I didn't know if I was using that piece or what I was going to do with her head, but I actually really like that. I just stole this plant from the other girl I was trying to revamp, but I kind of just left that in a spot. So I guess she's going to need something different behind her because I just stole her plant. But luckily I already had this plant. It's a very big plant. Is that a snake plant? I don't know what the kind of plant that is. What do we have here? Oh, that's just a piece of scrap. Some more scraps. So yeah, pretty interesting, pretty different. Something to think about. You know, sometimes you just gotta sleep on it, you know what I'm saying? So I'll call her or them a cool collage for now. I'm gonna call them finished for now. They're not finished, but it's interesting because a lot of different things. And before I finish it, like this is it, take a picture. I like how it looks, and maybe that's it. I like you, dude. I don't want to get rid of you, dude, but just for a second, because she is looking like a lamp. So what happens? Well, the purse is all messed up, so we can't have that. Gotta have him in there. I'll just see him for a second, and then I'm gonna move on here. She's just giving me those kind of vibes of like, hey, you can put the purse right here, and then I could move the plant, and then she could be like this. I don't know if you're still there, Colleen. Do you like it with her by herself, or do you like it with the dude? Oh, this is help. We got a spam bot. We got a spam bot on our... what is this? Top view. Someone tried to post a link on my comments. There's a bunch of spammers on Twitch. Apparently people like to post links. People like to post links on Twitch, I guess, try to promote something, whatever they're promoting. This is pretty typical for me to just do a girl. I like my diamond dude. Maybe he has his own collage. She looks like a plant, though. She looks, or like a lampshade. Her hat looks like a lampshade. And I could probably get the plant a little different. She'd have to be down to the side because the purse gets cut off.
Colleen Jacobs -Y9S said, I like the couple.
Yeah, I like the couple too. I think I'll have to go back to that. Let me go back to that before I put it away for the day. I'm gonna put it away for the day and then leave her bees. Gotta figure out how she was in there. She was somewhere around there. She's got a stare on her. She's got a pretty vicious stare. Don't be looking at my man. Okay. He's got that in his arm. Sir blings a lot. And yeah, I'll get it lined up properly. I do like it without the white, without the green coming over his arm. I could cut a piece of the leaf off that's behind here that's getting wasted and bring it out to the side, and you'd never know that I cut out the rest of the plant. And then like here I could cut this out and it could be draping over the top, so it's a little more dynamic, coming over his head or something, and maybe something else with one of these leaves or something too, to just try to bring it. I need to cut the top of her dome off there. I'll sleep on it, see if I like that diamond color. The blue's a little different, it's bright compared to their blue clothes, but it's a, you know, sapphire or whatever it is. So interesting collage. Interesting. That's the point. That was the whole point. It was a good collage. How far am I? We're like 2 hours in. How about I pick out one of these real quick to just cut through real fast? Should I even do that? Well, we could just look at one or cut one. So I need to keep cutting these Vanity Fair ones because I want to. Okay, so this is a good example because I have one of these is all cut up and one is not. So one of these has been cut. One of these is not like the other. This one here has already been sliced up. So there's a whole nother one of those right there. I don't know why I wrote the marker on this. Some of these just come right off. Yeah, like this one. Come on off there. It doesn't matter right now. I'm about to cut it all up, but I guess that's what it is. That's a cool picture. And some cool gold. I have this girl all over the place. I have that ad. It's for an Omega watch, ain't it? Giorgio Armani.
Send. Cut one.
Cut one. You want to cut one? Let's cut this one up then. We'll just go through this one. So here's the plan. Put our collage right there. Guess it doesn't hurt to cut up one. 6 o'clock. I got time. I got some time. Let's move my scraps to right there. Okay. So I'll explain it for all the people that need explaining. I have 4 piles. I decided to keep these 4 stacks. If I say piles, Colleen's gonna laugh. I have 4 stacks, and this one is platinum. These are artsy ones. They're like backgrounds and accent pieces. These are gold. These mean that we're gonna use these. And actually, I think Colleen's gonna take this one. You think so, Colleen? I'll put it in your pack, and you can collage with that one. Those are gold. We're keeping those. Silver is really good, and they're in like an inspiration folder for inspiration when we need to make a collage, which I should have dug into today, but I already had that laying out thinking it was going to be it. But it's kind of strange, kind of weird. I got to sleep on it. And these ones are bronze. You could tell it's thicker. There's stuff that we're still going to keep, like black backgrounds and some random stuff. We'll still keep it, and I put it in a bronze folder, and I can just dive into them when I just need some random stuff. Who knows what you get. So I have 4 piles: bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. And I'm gonna go ahead and keep these ones out like this until I'm done cutting through all the Vanity Fairs. Then I'll put them in there. All the Vanity Fair bronzes will be together, and so on and so forth when we go into like GQ magazines or whatever. You know, when we start, then it's just different magazine, you know. So we'll just be doing it that way. And I probably should just cut the cover off, just so we're probably going to get down to the binding on this one almost certainly. So go ahead and do that. I have already extracted pictures out of this one, and I've already made collages. Actually, I know that I've made collages with pictures from this magazine here. So for the cover, I kind of like the city there, so I'll keep it. I'll keep it. Her in her business suit. I actually prefer this, and this will go into my platinum file because it's like accent and art pieces that I can use. This girl's really pretty. I just only can see one of her eyes, and this is kind of what she looks like when she's been at the club too long or something. I have this picture so many times, so I'm gonna keep that side up, but both sides are there depending on what side you need. This is for an Omega watch. I like this girl. It looks cool with the smoke. She's gonna be a silver. she's smoky too. It's hard to keep the smoke unless you kept the whole picture, you know, so. But you can incorporate some other stuff on top of it, so it's not a deal breaker. It's not a deal breaker. It's a little trickier because it does say Giorgio right in the middle of it, you know, so it's a little trickier. So for that reason alone, I'm gonna put her down here. What's this girl doing bouncing on the bed? Didn't your parents teach you anything? You must live in a nice house because they don't care. You start bouncing on the bed around here, everyone's complaining all of a sudden. Let's set that. Something's happening here. A triple slice. Her on the bed. Oh, well, I have this one too. I have this one already. But I like it. I like this dude too. Just some New York City stuff. It just reminded me of New York City. It's kind of shitty, but it's New York City. Some shoes on the couch. Apparently they're her shoes on the couch. I'm gonna keep that dude. I already have those pictures. And then I have this whole magazine all over again. So what shall one man do? She's funny. She's cool. She's got a nice face. I'm gonna put you over here. I'm not gonna get rid of you. I was keeping these, but so many people have them. It's kind of like, why for? Why for? I mean, maybe I need an ace of hearts. Maybe. You know, it's keeping stuff for no reason sometimes, and kind of turns out to be what I do a lot, but at least it's in an organized folder, okay? At least it's in an organized folder. Let me take a drink of water here and make sure everything's working still. You know, Twitch wants you to stream longer, but nobody's there but people posting links trying to sell some products or something. I could have viewers if I pay. I can buy viewers. That's a fun game to play. So I have this dude. That is very luxurious right there, girl. That's the time of my life. Well, I'm not there, but you know, I like this guy too. So I guess pick your piece there and decide which one. I'm gonna actually, as I'm cutting through ones like these, this won't happen all the time, but for most of these like this, I'm just gonna be digging deep. We're gonna have a bunch of shreds here at the end. I can tell this one's getting shredded. I guess I did turn into shredder after all. I don't rip pages out though. I'm not a page ripper. See a lot of people do that, but it's just not my thing. To each his one's own, I think they say. I just want mine all clean. Do I want that fashion? That is a weird shoe right there. Check that shoe out. That's pointy. You don't want to get kicked in the butt with that thing. That'll do you in. See, I end up keeping stuff like this, but I can't really see much that I could use, but the pointy shoe and the watch and the texture of the shirt. But am I going to come back and grab it? You know, maybe. I'm coming back for that. So like this, there's a dog. There's some weird, I don't know what that is. But then there's the two diamonds that I like. And then I needed those for my girl's eyes. But no, my girl's cool with her little lampshade now. She turned into a lampshade. I actually like that. Now that I'm looking at it, still debating his blue diamond head, but I can see the lampshade. I like that orange lampshade. I guess I'm keeping it because it's just right there with that. I like this. I like this necklace. Saying goodbye. Sorry, guys. I drank way too much and didn't get your vote. I don't know if your vote counted anyway. Let's see. It's fine. You know what it is. But I had this girl. I used some of her pictures from her photo shoot in a different collage. But this is very golden. Apparently she like lives alone now. I guess she got a divorce or something. I don't know what happened, but this is her living alone or something. I forget. I read a little bit of it. Probably shouldn't have. 10 minutes of my life I regret. Joking, but that's a cool picture. I really like that. But let's wait a second. So there was a picture of her walking through the hall with her dogs, and it was like black and white, and she had like fur on, but she had like just her underwears on. It was cool. I used that in a style one. Also, she was outside of her house, black and white, with like a Mercedes out there, an old school Mercedes, and I used that. I think it was in the style driver collage I made way back when. Time flies once again. I like this one. This one right here. Hey, Colleen, look, it's a different perspective. She's looking away. I don't know if that works for what we were talking about, but when you see those perspectives, let me know if that's one that you want. She's kind of looking that direction, different way. This is like the LA fires here, or the Palisades, right? Probably shouldn't say any of those words on here because they're all sensitive and stuff. And that's the aftermath of it. Sheesh, them flames is hot. Hot to trot. Probably shouldn't be showing it or talking about it because they just get all in their feelings about stuff. I can't. It's just reality, you know. You don't want people talking reality. I get it. Doesn't matter. I'm not sharing my channel out with anyone right now. Anyway, I'll say what I want to say, I guess. Do what I want to do. I like that picture of her. I don't know what I would do with it. What would I do with you?
A clean Jacobs Y9S said, look like a self-examination.
Is that what it is? Oh. Obviously, you cut around her face right there. Remember, I have the same exact magazine sitting right there, so it's not worrying about it. I like to go with like the facial lines. Like it just seems right. Like normally I would go, not normally, but what I've been liking to do is go with cheekbones. I like her stare though, so it's kind of like. Anyways, I just wanted to cut that. I don't know why. Off with her head. Boom, my mind's blown. But it wouldn't work anyway because the top of her head's already cut off from the paper, so how can you make it look artistic? Like-ish. And since I'm not doing this, but I'm doing this. Oh, eyelashes. Probably could have done that a little better there. Some eyelash there. Be coming into some other scene or looking at some other stuff. I don't really know. I just, I want to experiment more. I don't even need to make the videos, but I feel like I might as well. If I'm just sitting here, especially in the live streams with where luckily Colleen's here, so she's seeing some stuff, but when there's not a lot or there's nobody, then I might as well do some stuff. She's happy on her bed. It's a nice room. This is what I feel like every morning when I get up next to my heater and get my cup of coffee. No, that's not how I look, but if only. How was it we went into the Ross Dress for Less today, and I was just like, look at these comforters, you know, and something told my mind to like, what is this made out of? 100% polyester, 100% polyester, all of them. I'm like, okay, I guess we're just, you know, just sleeping in plastic. It's just funny. Just funny, you know, like we ain't got no cotton, not even no cotton. I mean, sometimes they're expensive, but something I strive to get is some like really nice linen sheets, like pure linen, like French linen or whatever it's called. So we don't need any of this crime stuff, keeping any of that. That's why these magazines are going away. They're goofy. You know, talk about goofy stuff. We don't really need that goofy stuff, and that's the end of it. Let's just get the binding out of it. But yeah, all their blankets, every blanket and sheet that they had there, every single one of them. Oh, we're really shredding stuff. Every single one of them, 100% polyester.
Sent. Mom company.
Yeah, it's be more. The mom comfy. Does that mean you're comfy? Oh man, I'm making a big mess now. Sometimes this happens. Oh yeah, I was supposed to stop doing this because I don't want to ruin my mat too much. Can I just do this? Yeah. Just trying to keep the binding, I guess. I don't really need to, but I made a big old mess. Try to get these shreds out. This is usually what happens anytime you're cutting up magazines, though. Usually you have a pile of stuff here, a bunch of shreds, and just gotta clean it all up afterwards. I have a little broom and a little dustpan, actually. I can show you here in a second if you want to see it. It's kind of silly. It's actually supposed to be for camping or something. Watch us. Well, I could cut another magazine, but let me show this.
A Colleen Jacobs -Y9S.
Oh shoot.
Set. Whoop Sim Comfy Polyester.
Oh, you like polyester? Yeah, I've just been learning more. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. I just dropped my thing on the ground. Sorry for that noise. I have my headphones connected to another phone that's playing the lo-fi music, so I'm hearing it myself. So I got this little thing. It's like a camping thing that I had, and it's kind of funny because sweep up the mesh. Sweep up the mesh. Get all tidied up now. Boom. It's kind of tidier than it was. Oh no, some got left behind. There's some stuck in there. Off the edge. And then it just, boom. Yeah, I don't know. Multi-purpose, right? Y'all have maybe already seen this magazine. Remember, I did a Reimagine magazine cover with this one. There's a full video of it, and there's a short video of it, and I already cut it up. This one is just a duplicate. I had like 2 or 3. I gave away a few of them too. They were ones I found at the community center. Then that lady gave me one, and I just got a bunch of them. And there's actually some cool pictures in here, but I've already cut them up, so I don't know if I want to cut this one. But actually, I might keep it intact, I guess, because I already have these. All of these clippings are already in a stack somewhere. But I do like these textures of these Omegas. They could be the sponsor of the channel someday. I don't know. I guess I'll just save those. I'll save them for the next time because I just cleaned up my mess. So why cut more when I cleaned up my mess? And let's clean this up here. So Colin didn't say anything about this, I don't think. So I will keep that because I like it a lot. And I feel like it's a gold to me. It feels pretty golden to me. But it's right there with the chef picture, so she might want that. So we got bronze, silver, gold, and then platinum. and we put a couple more into each one. The reason why I'm keeping them like this is because you can see the little tabs I made. How to, don't tell the post service. I used their little sticky tabs. I just made them out of one of their labels. But if I pull this, it's like a divider, used it as a divider tab. Eventually this will be thick enough, and I cut through all the Vanity Fair ones that I have, and then these will be all of the diamond, they're all the platinum ones for my Vanity Fair. Then they go into the platinum folder, but then I'll be able to divide them, and I'll know, oh, these are all the ones from Vanity Fair, and then these are all the ones from Vogue or whatever they are. And that's kind of, I'll put them away in their folders once I'm done cutting through all the magazines. So when we're cutting through magazines, I'm gonna try to keep it on the publication that is all together for a while until I can get most of them cut through. And then I know when I put them together that they'll be kind of organized by publication and by what tier, what's the tier. Anyways, that was something. That's a something collage. We looked at the new Vogue magazine right here. It's the newest Vogue of spring 2026. I also showed y'all a preview of some magazines that I scored today, and we'll have to look at those individually, at the beginning of each stream. I know those Harper Bazaars, those are actually, might go right over to my table over there where I just start looking at them. Oh, I didn't finish the polyester thing. I just noticed that comment again. I've just been learning a lot from some content creators about frequencies that our bodies put off and stuff, and I'd like to get some linen. That's why they used to put linen in all the hospitals and stuff, is that linen can actually help heal your body. Different frequencies with the linen that's why it was in all the old hospitals, and now all of our stuff is made out of plastic, which is polyester. It's just made out of some plastic, so we're living our lives in like a plastic bag. So I'm gonna try to avoid that. I looked at a lot of my shirts, okay, this shirt is cotton, 100% cotton. I don't know what this hoodie is. There's probably some spandex or something in it, but hopefully it's more cotton. A lot of our even our jeans and all of the ladies' athletic wear is polyester, which is not good. It's leaching that into our bodies, and so it's not good for us. So things like that. I'm not going to be turning into a super healthy hipster or anything. I do live over here in Hipsterville, but just trying to be more healthy after having some little health issues and stuff. So I just want to be more cautious of what I'm using, and being just trying to know what I'm doing and putting onto me and what I'm putting in my body, and trying to learn. I can't do everything at once, so it's not all gonna happen, but my daughter needs me, so I have to at least try to take care of myself. That's why I have a gym membership now, and just trying to work on myself and get better, and then do the things that I enjoy for my mental health. That's why I really like collage. And is it the best collage in the world? Am I like some master artist collager? I don't know. I just kind of messed around with that. Maybe I'll fine tune it, and maybe somebody will buy it from me someday. That'd be awesome. Or it may end up on my wall. I know for sure the shoe lady with her shoe head is ending up on my wall for a while until I try to sell that original. But I feel like the prints of that one, so cool. When I first did it, I did not think that. Day or two, it soaked in onto me, and I'm like, oh, I love that piece. So it's a personal thing, how art grows on you and stuff like that. So this was kind of on the same theme. I wanted to go extreme big with it. That's kind of why he has that huge diamond on his head, or sapphire, or whatever this is. I should probably find out what it is. I don't know. I threw the paper away. But I wanted it to be extreme, like the big purse, and the other one had the big shoe, and just kind of surrealism, kind of have surrealism, mixed media, collage art from some magazines, so it's kind of fun, kind of interesting. I stole that lady's plant, so she's gonna need another plant, but I do like that plant. So it was fun, it was interesting, and I'm gonna soak it in. I'm gonna wake up in the morning and I'm gonna come over here and look at this thing sitting right here and be like, what happened? But that's all part of it. and I didn't even know what we were gonna do as I was doing it. I threw out the idea a while ago, or when I was gonna do the other one, and this was just like, when I was putting it all together, I was like, oh, I could use them, and I didn't know she's gonna have a lampshade head, but I like it now with the plant because it looks like she's like a lamp. But the purse and the orange and the blue and the green and they just kind of go together. So it's fun. It's interesting. I may mess with it some more. I'm definitely going to mess with it some more because I'd like to have the plants like draping over him and stuff. And there's a bunch of plant that's being wasted from behind them that you're not even seeing, that doesn't need to be there, that I could take those pieces and drape them to make it more full. So something to mess with. Anyway, it's Sunday, so thanks for stopping by. If you're watching this in the replay, thanks for checking it out. I appreciate you hanging out with me on this chill Sunday, and that's why we got the lo-fi vibes going. It's just real chill. I can feel that my throat needs to stop talking right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. I will be back on Tuesday, live streaming on Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays at 4 p.m. Pacific time, to be specific. That's when you can find me. It looks like Colleen says, thanks, CJ, had fun. Awesome. I could actually read it when I look over here at this computer. I'm looking at the other screen. I can't read it.
At Colleen Jacobs Y9S said, thanks, CJ, have fun.
Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. This is interesting. We'll bring this back up on Tuesday and see if I did anything with it. And I'll try to put together some stuff where we can collage together with more options for everyone to choose. And I know the days that I picked to stream are not very popular days according to YouTube for people to be online watching YouTube, but it's just what fits with my schedule. So it's kind of what I'm going to keep on doing and keep on working on it. And then at least I'll be consistent. And the days that most people aren't posting stuff online, then I'll be online. So you can come and join me and help make some collages together. But I appreciate you all so very much. And until next time, go make something cool.